guys, welcome back to another video. Hope everyone's having a great day today. So kind of got an update on Monday's video. If you guys saw, the truck was sitting on jack stands in here in the garage, and we were having issues with the front control arm assemblies. They were not wanting to cooperate pretty much, and have an update that's been solved. So as you guys can see, the truck's back on the ground and all of its glorious wheel gap that it still has, but we figured out everything that was going on with it. We also fixed the retrofit headlights, because if you guys don't remember, I talked last week about how this bulb right here wasn't really working. My dad actually took it apart yesterday. It actually worked on the entire thing while I was gone. I actually went and hung out with Hayden yesterday, and I had no idea that my dad was going to be in here working on the truck, but he came out here. Sure enough, I got back from going on a walk with him at the park to the truck being put back together and on the ground. So let's talk about what happened necessarily, because obviously I didn't have to buy a new camber kit or anything. So I was trying to find the instructions to the camber kit, but I haven't been able to locate them. But my dad told me that in the instructions, it actually says some cars may not take both cams. Now, some car, like the camber kit comes with two big cams that are used as adjusters, and then it comes with washers and the bolt itself, obviously, and the nut. Apparently, the 03 Sport Trac is one of those vehicles that takes only one of those cams, which explains why we couldn't get it to bolt up and why we couldn't get the other cam to even fit. Long story short, we put one cam in and then bolted it all up, and everything seems to be working just fine. Right now, due to the fact, though, that this wasn't done in the proper alignment shop, the camber's actually not bad. The camber's actually pretty solid. The caster is absolutely goofed. So on this side, at least. And on this side, again, wow, the camber's actually kind of good on this side, but again, the caster is just a little goofed. You guys can't really see too well, but the caster's a little goofed on this side. The camber's actually not bad. I don't know if the suspension needs to settle again or anything, because it's been, on jack stands for 2 days, but all in all, I mean, it came out all right. Everything seems to be good to go. So the plan is for this week then, we'll be taking it to the alignment shop to get properly dialed in and get that one tire replaced that was showing cord, and she'll be good to go. I'm going to see about what's going on with the wheel gap. I again think that it needs to settle, because I don't remember the wheel gap being quite this bad. But who knows? We might actually lower this thing even more eventually. Just probably not anytime soon. But that's kind of an update on that scenario. Let's talk about the interior for a minute here. So I don't have my key out with me, so I'm surprised this thing isn't absolutely going nuts. But up inside here, so you guys know I actually bought a carbon interior package for this truck about 2 weeks ago. And well, I had an issue with the address. For whatever reason, the last time I used Car ID to buy anything was 2017, and I didn't really live here until late 2017, so it obviously defaulted to my old address, my old house, which had the cliff driveway that everyone knows and loves, and it's where this channel pretty much started. And pretty much it never showed that it had been changed, so I freaked out, and I was like, what's happening? Why is the address not updated? And they're like, well, it kind of was updated, but it just never showed up on the site. So everything's good there, which I'm really excited about. That should be not too much longer from now. June 15th, I believe, is the estimated ship date, so we'll have all of that stuff good to go. We'll have all the carbon pieces ready to go for this thing, hopefully by the time I get back from Florida, because if you guys don't know, it's a yearly tradition for me and Hayden now to go to Florida with his family, and it looks like we're doing that again this year. Well, unfortunately, we're not going to Panama City, because apparently Panama City is just absolutely outrageous right now in cost. I had actually planned out to try to take this down there this year and go visit a subscriber down in Fort Walton, who works at a game store, which I think is just absolutely perfect, because if you guys don't know, I'm a gamer myself. I collect classic game consoles and play PC games and all that stuff, so I thought it'd be awesome. And he also drives a Sport Trac, so I was like, it'd be kind of cool to go down there, hang out with him for a few hours, and go check out the store and all that. We might still try to find a way to do that depending on the route we take, because we're going somewhere outside of Pensacola. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm excited for it. It's a new place I've never been to before. I've been to Florida, several times. I've been to Panama City Beach mostly every time I go there. I've been to Orlando once. I've been to Treasure Island out of Tampa, and then obviously we'll be having this trip to Pensacola this year. So that should be fun. I'm really excited. A new location. Probably not as crowded and as just nuts as Panama City is. And, you know, a lot less chance of getting the Rona. So the last thing I need is to bring that back home. But anyway, that's on the carbon kit. That should be back by the time we get back from Florida. And one quick thing I want to add in here, and speaking of the Florida trip, for you guys to answer for me, you guys I made it this far in this video. I know my average view duration isn't that high. What do you guys want to see out of the Florida trip this year? Should we do daily vlogs like we've done the last couple of years during the Florida trip, and then upload them like a week later? Should we do not do any sort of content from the Florida trip unless we do go and visit that subscriber in Fort Walton? Whether it be in this or not, there's a good chance I probably won't be taking this down because of the AC compressor failing, and I don't want to drive this thing to Florida with no AC. So yeah, that's probably not going to happen. So any of my Florida peeps down there in Pensacola, I'm sorry, I don't want to be driving the truck down there to visit. And I thought about trying to host some sort of meet down there, but I don't know the demographics of where my subscribers are. That's that on that. So let's get into the other sport track related thing that we've got going on here. So if you guys don't know, we did a retrofit headlight setup on this truck about a few months back. And it came out really nicely. I really like how it came out. The projectors and the halos look fantastic, but I was having an issue with my right side bulb, my passenger side bulb. It appeared very dim and barely worked. And I turned the high beams on and they were useless. And also the projectors were sticking. They're not quite so bad now. I don't know, maybe I knocked them loose or something, but or if I knocked him loose because he was like fiddling with the high beam switch the other day. But my dad took time and fixed the other bulb. So I probably need to readjust everything. But now we got one bulb there, and the other bulb is back to normal. This bulb was completely functionless a few weeks ago. So yeah, now I got both headlights again. I don't have the halos on. I don't even have my key out with me right now, so they're not quite, you know, full power right now with the halos on. But I probably will need to readjust everything because I aimed them when that bulb was acting up. And we also got the rear LED conversion. Well, the third's not on, but my normal brake lights are. So I really love how all this came out with all the LED stuff on this truck. I think I've got one more set of bulbs to replace on the exterior to get a full LED conversion on this thing, and that's these guys right here, because I didn't replace those LEDs. Dynamic actually makes a switchback for these, so I might get those. So they'll be white and match the headlights and the halos, and then they'll turn orange when they hit the blinker, much like the halos do. But that's kind of that for the truck for today. So hope you all enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of short and not really a whole lot going on. I just thought I'd give you guys an update on what happened with Monday's video, and pretty much it's probably going to stay here for just a couple more days, and then we're going to take it straight to the alignment shop, get that tire fixed, and be back on our merry way. And then we'll just have to sit and wait until car meet season comes back. I'm really excited for that. Car meet season is like my favorite time of year. Hopefully Caffeine and Octane comes back. That's what I'm really looking forward to, because you guys know I just finished a full bolt-ons build on this thing. I want to take it to Caffeine and Octane and show it off to people. So yeah, we're hoping that won't be too much longer. Obviously, I don't want to risk health issues, so I'm kind of being careful with what I do right now. So anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed this quick little video. Be safe out there. I'll see you guys on Friday, the new one that's hopefully better than this. And yeah, take care, everyone.